the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Come on, set, 70, Indy.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He won't go down. Still fighting for more. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Ravens' 35-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. It's complete to Drake. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Cook following the penalty. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
60 or. 5. 52's the mic.
To throw on 2nd down. Costello. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And an alley to run. 20. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, Cook. Oh, good move. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st down, Drake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
On the ready. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Operating from the gun, Costello. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Costello under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. Coming to you, coming to you. Check them, set. Check them, set. Hey, one set, one set. Hey, orbit. Line 54. I'm scared. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. 2.
Throwing on third and long. Costello, he's going to look deep for Watkins. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there from McCaffrey. 57 yards on the ground. These two teams all tied after one. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. That'll bring up second down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Ready? Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. I don't think you got it, son. Slam, slam, slam. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Holton Hill, the one there to bring him down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave them looking at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll run for it, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, wahoo! 52 to Mike, boy, 52. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Costello. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Big stop. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Drake, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. To the 60 outlaw. Tackles. Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. And it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
47 Mike, 47. Watch the screen.
Operating from the gun. Costello going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Howard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Come on, set. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 35-yard.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 14.
Here we go, 50, plant. 54. Score. Here I come. Fight.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello. And he's able to find Diggs. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Quick dance. Go.
From the gun, Costello. It's caught, Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
64,
From the gun, it's Drake. Oh, he shifts past him. Earl Thomas in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie!
At the Ravens' 22-yard line.
Looking to throw. Costello flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
They come out here in the eye.
Hey, check. 80 weapon. Undercut. Spot. Get it.
They'll run for it with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
X3, 218, chop.
A final shot before break. Costello, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And an alley to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. This is caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Baltimore! Lamar Jackson His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's given them a little jolt, just gave them the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Costello rolling to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Looking to throw. Costello. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check your hot read. Check.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Mike 50. You ain't going nowhere. Kill.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
3rd and inches, they just handed to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. That's caught by Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
To throw on 2nd down, Costello. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 3rd and short.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Go! 30 base. Cut.
Operating from the gun, Costello. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I'm going to run you over. Back. Explain. Mike 50. You're right.
Broken tackle. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come to my world. Come to my world.
Here's Jackson to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off play action. Costello. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check, 47. Ricky. Get it.
Throwing again. Costello. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. To throw is Jackson. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 3. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Costello. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
54.
On 1st and 10, Costello. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. On 1st down, Costello. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Costello. And his throw is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to throw. Costello. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Flush to his right. It's complete to Diggs. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Operating from the gun. Costello looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Second and 9 now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned